Hello, my name is Miranda Grant, and this is my final presentation.
My top 3 tech tools.
On the previous screen, I described 3 of my top tools, and Pinterest being one of them. I think that this is just an excellent tool for people to look up things that are beneficial for my job in particular. I am in the travel industry and I teach on board cruise ships. So Pinterest is a tool that I use quite often where you can search for anything such as being a mindful traveler. My next tool is the Google Expeditions. I believe this is such an excellent tool to use in any classroom, especially mine, for guests that aren't able to get off the ship for a day or they want to explore places they can't see. This is my favorite tool. My next tool is one that I use so often that I don't think I can ever be without it, and it's Microsoft OneNote. Now, it's like a digital journal, so you can keep track of things all work-related or fun items as well. I like to use it on the ship as a way for my students to keep track of journaling as like a travel journal that they can write down what they've done, what they plan to do in each port, and then they can share it and collaborate with others via the internet. So I mentioned previously that my first tool is Pinterest, and one interesting thing that I love about it is that I can actually use it in collaboration with my third tool, which is Microsoft OneNote. So what I plan to do is have my students look up tips and tricks of areas that we'll be visiting on the cruise ship, and then they can download them to their device and add them into their travel journal. Another great reason to use Pinterest is you can actually look up packing tips, what to expect, food, culture, anything that you want about the area. And that way, when they can add it into their OneNote, they're able to share this with their friends and family and actually collaborate with other guests on the ship as well. My second tool is the Google Expedition app or web browser tool. And this one is hugely important for me, especially working with students on a cruise ship. All of my students are there for a reason, right? They want to explore, they want to see the area they're in, but not everyone can actually get to certain areas. And through Google Expedition, I can actually explore certain places with my guests and my students and get to see places that they may not get to visit either on the trip that they're currently on or ever. It's a really wonderful way to digitally, virtually travel, especially in times today where travel isn't exactly okay to do. Virtual field trips are a great way to get out and explore. The reason I chose these 3 tools is because I know there's something I'm going to continue to learn from as well as they develop over time. Tech is constantly changing, and so I know that these tools are also going to be changing, and I'll have to keep up with the new times, right? Another reason I plan to use them is because I can actually use them all in collaboration with each other. And in the type of classroom that I have, all of these tools go so well together and really complement each other, especially using OneNote as a travel journal. They can write about the virtual expedition that they went on with Google, and they can also keep track of Pinterest, things that they found on Pinterest regarding the places that they traveled to, food, locations, everything. Going forward, I would like to continue to use these 3 tools, but also utilize different tools that I've picked up within this classroom and from other students that we've collaborated with over the quarter. I have learned so much about technology in classrooms, and although I may not be using the same media that other teachers in the class may be using, I definitely feel that I have an immeasurable amount of tools under my belt now thanks to this course and the collaboration with others. So I am looking forward to continuing my growth within technology in education and in my classroom. And I want to thank you very much for watching my presentation.